Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So a game I've been doing a lot of coverage about lately is Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is an amazing game in my opinion, one of my favorite games of all time. I've been doing Zach plays of it. Definitely check out the one I did recently. I actually even recently changed the thumbnail to make it look cooler. I really like how the thumbnail came out. I've been trying to do a lot more work in my thumbnails, so hopefully you guys like it. But nevertheless, Left 4 Dead is a game that I personally really love. I played it when I was a kid, which is kind of a scary thought. Shows how my mental state is, why it's a little bit wonky. But regardless, like, Left 4 Dead has just grown on me and I love it. The music is great, just everything about the game is great. So the original developers for Left 4 Dead is a studio called Turtle Rock Studios. And, you know, they did an amazing job with Left 4 Dead, but they eventually split from Valve. So now they're kind of doing their own thing. So recently, they announced a game called Back 4 Blood, which is obviously going to be a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. So today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Back 4 Blood, talking a little bit about what I think it should be, and if it should come to the Switch. Let's get into the video.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
So firstly, let me explain kind of what I think Back 4 Blood is going to be. Now, they did kind of say that this is going to be a spiritual successor from Left 4 Dead. It's going to be styled like Left 4 Dead, but it's not going to be exactly like Left 4 Dead, so there will be differences. Obviously, it's a spiritual successor. You can't kind of copy and paste Left 4 Dead. You need to do something a little bit different. And one thing I'm kind of not worried about, but thinking about is Yooka-Laylee was basically kind of a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, obviously, and I really wanted that game to be amazing, and I liked the game, but it just wasn't on Banjo-Kazooie level, so I'm scared that Back 4 Blood is kind of gonna fall into that category, but I have optimism. I'm very excited for the game. So what do I think it should be? I think, like I said, they should kind of structure it like Left 4 Dead. It should be 4-player online co-op, go from safe house to safe house, or maybe not even safe house, but you know what I mean, place to place, shooting zombies or whatever along the way. Maybe not even zombies, like maybe something more unique, something different, a different kind of enemy, a different kind of threat. Something like that would be really cool. And of course, you can't have Left 4 Dead without the special infected. Obviously, Left 4 Dead's 1 and 2 offered us the Boomer, the Hunter, the Smoker, the Witch, the Tank, the Jockey, the Spitter, the Charger. I think I got all of them. You know, with Back 4 Blood, they can do more unique ideas. Maybe take some of the premises from the special infected from the games, like you can make a different version of the Tank, obviously the very strong, indestructible one, different version of the Witch, the one you don't want to disturb, different version of the Hunter, the one who kind of automatically disrupts you, the Smoker, the one who grabs you. They can do different versions of that. But obviously integrating new ideas, obviously different designs, different themes, maybe have a little bit of personality in them. That'd be just awesome. And overall, it should definitely have the Left 4 Dead vibe. It should be very edgy, very, you know, like it should be an adult experience, and it's going to be an adult experience. Obviously, it's going to be a rated M game. But I just really think that it should definitely stay true to what made Left 4 Dead great, but maybe offer something new to spice it up. You know, like, and of course you're going to have all your campaigns and all your different locations and all that, and all your characters, but maybe your characters get a little bit of backstory. Maybe all of, like, I remember in Left 4 Dead 1, the campaigns all kind of happened sequentially. And I think it actually happened in Left 4 Dead 2 as well, where the like, you know, like, it was, Dead Center, and then Dark Carnival, and all that, like, they all kind of went in sequential order. They should do the same here, except make it a little more, like, you know, obvious, and maybe have some character development, so maybe while you're playing through the campaign, your characters, like, evolve and get to know each other. You know, maybe you only have the first campaign when you first play the game. You play the first one, you unlock the second one, and you play through all of them. You can play the campaign for your first time online or by yourself. It doesn't matter. That would be very cool. And then, of course, obviously, there's all the different multiplayer modes. You know, the Infected mode from Left 4 Dead was really cool, where some people play the Special Infected, some people play the Survivors. That's really cool. That's obviously a concept they should bring back. Maybe have some sort of Call of Duty Zombies-esque mode, where it's like more so of a horde battle, a survival. How long can you survive? I remember, I don't think the Infected mode really did that. I think it was more so like you had to do the campaign, or there was the you know, you can get gas cans to power up something, like that kind of thing. But I really hope that they do something in terms of a horde mode, where it's like you survive rounds of, you know, infected, but obviously, you know, the infected, you can have people, you can do it where you only play survivors, or maybe you can get like 8 people and the other 4 can play a special infected or something like that. Like, stuff like that just sounds really, really cool, and it could lend to a really cool multiplayer online experience, you know, for this game. And I think, you know, like, you know, ever since Evolve came out, I think that genre's really died down, because I think Evolve didn't do too well. And I think Evolve was actually made by Turtle Rock Studios, so I think that they need to kind of go back to this more, like, yeah, like, it's a team focus, but it's not really team versus one, you know, because now you really have Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight, last year, what was it, last year, High School Nightmare, whatever that game is. Like, that genre is relatively saturated, where you have one very OP character against a bunch of, like, 7 or 8 survivors. So, I think with this premise, like, we haven't really seen a Left 4 Dead concept since Left 4 Dead. At least not a mainstream one, I'll say. So I think that idea and stuff can be really, really cool. So the main question at that point would be, would it come to the Switch? The game is confirmed for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So at that point, most people are like, it's not coming to Switch. But they did say that they are open to other consoles and other ideas. So that means they are potentially open to developing for the Switch. And I think, I mean, the Switch, it's interesting. You know, third-party games either do really well or not really well at all. And I'm looking in the sense of Back 4 Blood, and I'm really thinking, does the Switch have any online co-op horror survival games? And I actually can't think of one. I mean, of course, like I said, there's Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th, but they're a little bit different than Left 4 Dead. I'll say Left 4 Dead because that's kind of genre. Like, Left 4 Dead is a more linear story kind of thing, where you're going through chapters and then you reach a finale. With Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight, it's more so one section where you're trying to complete a task. Friday the 13th, it's either kill Jason, call the cops, or whatever. And then Dead by Daylight, it's powering all the generators and escaping. So, it's a little bit different in terms of structure. But anyways, the Nintendo Switch, like I said, doesn't really have any Left 4 Dead style games. Maybe there's some eShop games that resemble Left 4 Dead, but there's no actual, like, AAA Left 4 Dead-like experience. And I think it could do really, really well on the Switch. I know I would buy it day one. You know, to play online with people, maybe have some cross-platform play in there. That would be really, really cool to play cross-platform with Xbox, PlayStation, and PC players, playing Back 4 Blood, you know, fighting together across all different kinds of gaming hardware. I mean, that's the pinnacle of gaming right there, where you get to play with anyone from any console, you know, online, just overall having a really fun experience, and I think it could just work really well. I know it's a lot more work when it comes to developing for the Switch, because the Switch has different hardware, different specs. You need to develop for a cartridge costs and all that. So it's all very different for, you know, Nintendo when it comes to that, because you significantly have to downgrade power. But Back 4 Blood just could really, really, really work, and I just want to see it happen. I just really, really want to see it happen. And hopefully this video can reach Turtle Rock Studios. I'm in their Discord server, actually, so maybe I'll share it on there. I don't know what their rules are with that. I'll have to check. But, yeah, that's all I really got to say about Back 4 Blood on the Switch. I really hope it happens. I really want it to happen. Will it happen? I'm leaning towards no. I'm really leaning towards no, just because of how much work it would be to put it on the Switch. But boy, I'm not lying when I'm saying I'd be so happy if this game, let's say Back 4 Blood, is as good as Left 4 Dead. The Switch would literally just become a must-own console for me. You know, all they gotta do is make a really good Mario Party game again, and the Switch would be perfect. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of that stuff down below, guys. Make sure to check out my merch store. That is, you know, doing its thing. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.